Aren't they pathetic? That's it now. They've had Lisa Nandy out last week. She made a fool of herself. That's fine. She's done her job. Now she goes back into the shadows again. We won't see her for a while till things are going even worse. Now they've got Diana Johnson out again on the media, talking to Sky News, saying that tax hikes have been useful for the government. It's allowed Reeves to do lots of things. Good God, watch this.
Is inheritance tax something that could be tapped to raise more money to pay for all sorts of things?
Well, I'm not the Chancellor, and she's obviously going to announce her budget in the autumn, and will make her announcements then. But what I'm really clear about is that the decisions that she's already taken have allowed, for example, for me as the policing minister, to make sure that we're getting those 3,000 additional police officers this year into our communities to keep people safe. So I think the budget will come in October, and we'll hear then what she wants to announce.
First of all, Labour said it was going to be 13,000 new police officers, as I remember. And by the way, most of those were not new. They were just being redeployed to other areas. So that's bollocks for a start. We also know, and this is fact, by the way, something that Labour don't want to talk about, the tax take is going down. Why is it going down? Because more and more people are out of jobs. The amount of job vacancies in this country is at a record low. And they're trying to point out that there's 384,000 people more working now than there was before. That is partially true, but what's actually true is that these people are going self-employed. They're not actually going onto a company's payroll. The cost of borrowing is rising all the time. Despite the Bank of England cutting interest rates and giving inflation figures, that's because the markets don't believe the Bank of England. They think it's bollocks. So what they're doing is they're putting the cost of borrowing up all the time. We're now paying over 5% on our national debt. We are borrowing 20 billion a month to pay the interest on our national debt. Can you imagine that position? Could you imagine getting a mortgage that you can't afford, then taking out a loan to pay not even the mortgage off, but just pay the interest off on that mortgage? That is exactly what these lot are doing now. And the only reason the markets haven't booted Reeves and Labour out of office yet, like they did with Liz Truss, is because they know that sat behind her, the people, believe it or not, are even more incompetent, if that was even possible.